also on our social media. There's also a large prize that we're working on that will also hopefully be up for grabs as well. And as soon as that's all processed and ready to go, we'll be sending you all emails and we'll be sharing that all on social media. But that is all I can say, and the value of that prize will be $75,000. The tickets for that raffle will be $25. Besides the awesome comps that you can enter and the special expo deals that exhibitors will be offering you at the expo, there will also be face painting and kids themed competitions, as well as displays of our national awards. So previously won heads, and also the photography entries for this year. There's also an on-site cafe which is licensed and a bar over the road. I feel like this expo has everything that you need for a fun day out, and being on Saturday the 13th of July, it's also during your school holidays, so it gives you something to take the whole family to as well. Entry to the expo is $5. You can purchase tickets either online or at the door. Children that are 10 years and older will be free. And when the expo tickets become live, we'll also be sharing that via email and on our social media pages. If you have any ideas to help make this event as memorable as possible, or if you're able to help me and Rhonda and the rest of the volunteers that are helping put this expo together, whether it's you've got heads to display, or you've got some ideas on how we can theme the hall for the expo, or the dinner for the prize giving awards, please come see me afterwards. And if you have any people that work in the industry that might want to advertise their business or association, or they might want to help us with gear for prizes or raffles, also come see me as well. So even though the expo has sold out, there are other opportunities where people can showcase their brand or their product. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you, Danny.
Thanks, Danny. Yeah, and just as I'm not going to stand up anymore, it's too late at night for that sort of silliness. The expo that Dan's been working on for the last few months, it's, you know, the best way to describe it would be like a mini NZDA sticker show, or one day in the hut, a way for us to as a national organisation, to showcase what we do as in conjunction with our national conference, but also to open it up to the general public to show them exactly what we do and how we do it, and the ethical way we do it, and the conservation aspects of what we do. So it's going to be it's one of the biggest promotional events that NZDA has ever undertaken. So it's a huge commitment on behalf of this branch and also the NZDA nationally. And I know Danny's been vague about the major raffle item that we're doing, and we are sort of embargoed, we can't talk about it for different reasons, but it is again a significant commitment on part of the branch and the Deer Stalkers as a major fundraising activity going towards helping pay for the National Hunts team and other initiatives that the NZDA does year in, year out. So just keep an eye out for that, because there's going to be a lot of media about it. It's quite exciting. I was hoping to have had it to announce tonight, but unfortunately there's legal vagaries that we have to sort of jump over to get it across the line. So bear with us on that one, because you'll get sick of hearing about it shortly. Does anyone have any questions or anything about the conference or anything they want to know about? But it's a good chance to do it now. So I'll take away your silence if you've all volunteered, and we'll put your names down off the list at the back. Excellent, thank you. Easily done.
What have we got next, Jason? Financials.
Okay, so I'll pass it over to Olsen now for the financial stuff with Ross. I think he has passed out the accounts for everyone to have a look at. And again, we will be sending those out to all members to have a look at in the next few days. Do you want me to bring up the... yeah, cool. Go.
Give you that one, mate. I'll bring the stuff up on the big screen.
Good evening. My name is Ross.
Hi, Ross.
I'm a colleague. I'm not going to bore you with all the numbers. Just to give you a high-level talking points on the financial, I'd like to give an assurance to the members that our club is in good financial health. Our revenue increased by 50% as compared to last year. Subs went up 56%. Accordingly, capitation increased by the same rate. 52% of our subs earnings goes to the head office, so we play around 45% of revenue. Our expenditures increased by 30%, as discussed by Trev. We had a lot of activities happen at the range and sa club as a whole. And those activities involve some money. So, as for transparency, I enumerated as detailed as possible in the notes to the financial statement on where those monies goes. Every month, I'm submitting cash flow report to the committee, and all disbursement has been pre-approved or post-approved by the committee, and including the reports. So, as far as financial governance is concerned, I can assure the members the money goes to the right purpose. There was a suggestion last AGM about capitalization of major expenditures such as rates. Last financial year, we spent around 35K on range improvement, so I capitalized that. As you can see in the financial statement, there's a 35,000 range improvement. There was a breakdown of those. I think we paid in 3 tranches for specialized on the earth moving contractors. And also, Fred mentioned we bought 8 new rifles. It cost around 5,000. As a basic accounting rule, expenditure less than 5,000. I don't capitalize it, I just charge directly to expense. So we have heaps of small kind of expenditures which I consider as minor capitalization kind of thing, so I charge it directly to expense. Third mention about transitioning slowly to Kiwi Bank. So we managed to open an account with Kiwi Bank. At the moment, we have 1,000. We have 6 accounts, and we managed to put 1,000 on each account. The plan is to move our investment into Kiwi Bank. We're gonna use the 100K leverage to get a better return and a good yield. We're just gonna check. Neil mentioned about I need to check the maturity date of our investment in Westpac, so we can move the transfer to Kiwi Bank to get a good return. And there was a discussion with the committee about setting aside a certain percentage of the surplus every year into the investment account so that it will grow. And also I'm proposing to the executive, I propose to the executive to, instead of getting the interest income, we can roll it over as part of the principal, so it will grow exponentially, especially in this financial market condition wherein interest rate is quite high, so we can maximize that. And just one thing, this investment account is for the members, and if there's a good initiative that will benefit the club, the committee is all ears. It's not earmarked or unrestricted kind of fund. It's for the member. And that's about it. Any questions?
I'll just clarify a couple of things, that Ross has mentioned in the accounts, and as I say, you've obviously got them in front of you. With the, as I say, we took the decision after instruction from the AGM last year, as Ross mentioned, that our principal investment account, any interest that's going on that will be reinvested into that account. It doesn't go into our general expenditure fund. And 5%, we will reinvest 5% of that fund annually to recapitalise that and keep it ahead of inflation as well, so that we're maintaining that significant growth in that fund for the future. And as Ross mentioned, that money is not earmarked for anything. It's there for any future fights we might have for continued access to the range or any national initiative or anything like that. But as we've also mentioned, there's a couple of other initiatives that we've involved with NZDA nationally that we're embargoed to talk about, but the committee has decided to involve with, which will have a significant impact on the branch going forward as well. One of the other things that I was just going to socialise, we don't really pass it through an AGM, but one of the significant costs that we've found with membership levies and so on is the percentage of members who pay via PayPal. Now, it's quite an easy way for people to renew membership annually. Unfortunately, incur a significant service charge over and above for people who use that. And the fee that we charge everyone for the membership is the same. So if you use PayPal, you're not paying an extra. So in essence, members who pay by direct credit are subsidising the cost of people who do go PayPal. So one of the things we are exploring as an option is to make, if you want, obviously to encourage people to pay their dues by direct credit because it's the easiest and quickest way, although there is more back-end work for us to keep an audit track of that. But that if you choose to pay by PayPal or a similar function on the online, there may be an additional fee for doing that. Similar if you use a swipe card at a dairy or a shop, they might charge you a 1% service fee, which goes to the bank. It's not something for us to grant to get extra revenue out of you. It's just a way for us to minimise our costs. So I thought we'd mention that now to the AGM, just to keep you up to date on some things that we're looking at. Any other questions about the accounts?
Yeah, why is there the drop in the range hire? We still got
we have
clubs?
Yeah, it has in the clubs. It was actually more so to do with disaster preparedness, and those of you that aren't aware, there's a commercial user who trains principally actually the zoo. They bring the zookeepers out because they have to stay current with killing all the tigers if there's an earthquake. So it's quite an interesting occurrence. Their use of the range dropped over the last 12 months because of weather issues and things like that. So there was a drop there. Other than that, though, I think there was a couple where the balance of dates changed things as well. Some of it was paid in arrears and some of it was paid in advance. But no, that's generally the answer to that one there, Sue. Any other questions?
Do we propose to those executive JT that we do? Yeah, okay, you want to do that?